Hi everybody, my name is Rian Camarino and today I'm going to be talking about cultural appropriation and the significance it has among other people, including people of color themselves, and this is going to be centered around two texts that we read in class. But yeah, the first, what is cultural appropriation and how does it play an important role? Um, because I think people are unaware of what it is and like how it affects themselves. It basically is just wearing like a piece of clothing or accessories or other items that was borrowed from the traditional culture. It's like wearing cornrows or box braids when you're not even black, or wearing a bindi when you're not even Indian, and they don't give like proper like recognition, or like they don't respect the person themselves because of like what they are wearing and how they try to make it into their own style in a way. And I find this a lot nowadays, including the examples that I've given like on media and like I guess celebrities like wearing it, or like social media and like people posting it as well, because they are unaware of the cultural significance it has on other people as well. And the two texts that are centered around, one of them is from the TED with, that was written by Dr. Dawn Karen, and she explains the importance of cultural appropriation and how it plays an effect on other people. And there's two points that I was shocked about. One of them was just giving credit to the original like traditional culture, because I think that's very important when you're like wearing something. Then you don't even give proper credit to the original like traditional culture, because you recreated it into your own, and you just don't like respect them in a way. You just mock them or use them as aesthetic in a way. This is like when you like create a song and you use beats from like an original song and recreate it into your own without giving credit to the producer or the original producer. I think that also plays an important role because they're not even respected for it. It kind of makes them feel uncomfortable in a way that their culture is being appropriated and it shouldn't be made fun of in a way because of the style that they are wearing or what they are doing to themselves, so that they can just open up to other people in a way. And I think there's another point that also explains this as well, and it's from privilege. And privilege can have a lot of meaning. It's like termed in many other ways, but the meaning that is explained for cultural appropriation is not experiencing what you wanted to experience. And I think this plays a role in both and like all people as well, because they don't for the people of culture that like their original culture, their like traditional culture has not been like recognized in a way, and they wanted to experience that and they wanted to open themselves to it, yet they get like bullied, they get intimidated, they get mocked by because of like what they are wearing. As for like other people that are not from that traditional culture, they just wear it whatever they want and they get appreciated for it. I think that's this could like insignificance in a way about culture as well, because they're not aware about it, they're not educated about what they are wearing and what plays an effect on many other people as well. And I think we can also see it through many other types of point of views as well, and we can hear from like other people that are also intimidated or like disappointed by this action as well. One of the articles that like talks about her point of view about like people intimidating her culture is from Culture, Identity, and Ethnic Fashions by Sandhya Puri. And basically, she has been intimidated and she has been like mocked by other people because of like what she is wearing, and yet there are other people around her that just wear it and they're like they're just appreciated rather than her herself, because it's also because of like how her culture is like broken down into different stereotypes and like is just placed into like different topics, or because she's also Indian and she experiences this type of like feeling of like her being set down by different stereotypes. So like, oh yeah, India is just yoga, or India is just karma, or India is just basically curry, or basically Bindis in a way. And it's not, I think it's also just the lack of like opening up about the Indian culture and themselves, because they are people that are just centered down into just one different like or one topic, and just like say this is just from India, or like in a way, because it's not being open up in a way. And I think this also plays a lack of cultural um, insignificance in the role as well, because of how this culture is being appropriated, and it's also being mocked in a way. I think there's a lot to see nowadays, especially on social media, because people like intimidate like other cultures, and like they just say, "Oh yeah, it's from this," and yeah, people get called out for that because of this lack of culture insignificance as well. And I think this also plays an important role nowadays, because I think people don't get to experience this like type of feeling. They either get intimidated by it as well. For me, basically, because I'm Filipino, I don't see a lot of cultural appropriation, but I have seen some in media as well, and I just kind of feel that way. Like when like my culture is being appropriated, like I kind of get disappointed or angered in a way that like there's no like cultural significance in a way. There's like no giving proper credit. It's just being intimidated in a way, and it's just kind of upsetting to see that. And I also have like online friends that also experience this type of feeling, because their culture is also being appropriated as well. And I think the artists or like the celebrities aren't even aware of like the culture themselves, because they just wear it for style. They don't wear it for like they just only wear it for like aesthetic purposes. And I think that's also very important as well, because they're not aware of like what it's about, and like how education plays an important role as well. And I think something to take away from this is just always be educated from like about like what you are wearing, and like if it plays an important role like towards other people as well, because I think this also can affect other people as well. And the internet's just free. Like I think that's one good thing about this world, is that the internet is free. It's open up to many other different like topics and possibilities, and like you can hear from other people as well if they are intimidated by this, or like what their point of view is on cultural appropriation. Because I think people also have this type of feeling where their culture is being appropriated because of like due to the lack of um, respect or recognition that they are given. And I think it's just very it's just to make people aware about what's going on in a way. And yeah, I just something to take away from this is just don't get carried away by it. Just educate yourselves and be aware, so that you don't have to do it again, and you don't have to like experience this type of feeling as well, being mocked or intimidated. Just appreciate the culture and just let them be, and just wear something that won't intimidate or impersonate other cultures as well. Thank you.